Someone is pure jealous in plain sight. Crazy reasons why. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Someone is pure jealous in plain sight. Crazy reasons why. Now, somebody drop in the comments and say, I know they jealous of me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I know they jealous of me. Now, this is not narcissistic, conceited, or even being delusional. See, this is a reality when you are a true chosen one, right? Y'all make sure y'all drop that down below in the comments. This is a true reality when you naturally have that spark. You naturally have that glow. You naturally have that spirit that commands attention. Your presence is powerful. And many people are going to be jealous in plain sight. I'm talking about the closest ones to you. The people who raised you. The people you were raised with. Those who you have deep, intimate relationships with. I need y'all to understand something. They're going to be jealous of you in plain sight. And the sad reality, y'all, a lot of people are not ready for this lifestyle. A lot of people want to answer their call, but they don't want to make the sacrifice. A lot of people want to dive into that purpose that God has given them, but they don't want to realize that everybody can't go. Why? Because some people are going to be jealous of you, okay? But with that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get directly into this video. But before we do so, understand something, y'all. We are outside, okay, in the green pasture, out here by the lake, y'all. And I'm sending nothing but love, peace, prosperity, and happiness to the family. And I got some good news too, y'all. So when I went to the hospital, as I told y'all yesterday, I did my blood work. And y'all remember maybe a year ago, I made a video talking about pre-diabetes, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was terrified. I was thinking I was gonna get type 2. But listen, y'all, your boy is not diabetic. So I had to go ahead and let y'all know that. I wanna say I appreciate everybody who showed love and just care, and also just became my YouTube doctors. I really appreciate y'all for, you know, just giving me that push. And y'all see me every day. I was walking, every day I was talking, every day I was, you know, literally trying to do everything that I could in my power for it not to go into type 2 diabetes, y'all. So once again, y'all, your boy do not have diabetes. I am very happy and I am ecstatic about this matter. But with that being said, back to these enemies, y'all. So y'all leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's get right into it, family. Number one, the first reason, or the first crazy reason why they are jealous of you, y'all, is because of your divine relationship with the Most High. All right, let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, they are jealous because of your divine relationship with the Most High. You know, see, everybody don't have that relationship. Everybody don't have the relationship that you have because you are selected and you have been close to God through prayer. You have been close to God through your experiences. You have been close to God because of your decisions that you have made, right? It reminds me a lot of Cain and Abel. When you think about Cain and Abel, y'all, he favored Abel more because he was what? More obedient, all right? See, obedience is key, and obedience is better than sacrifice. And this is what a lot of people don't realize, okay? It don't matter how strong you are. Don't matter how big you are. Don't matter what you sacrificed. Don't matter what you're doing. If you are not being obedient, then it does not mean nothing. Also, y'all, when you have a divine relationship with the Most High, this means that he bailed you out. This means that he stalls you out. This means that he helps you out. This means that even your mistakes somehow turns into miracles. I'm going to say that once again, y'all. Even your mistakes somehow turn into miracles, all right? And so with that being said, family, you got to understand something. that divine relationship that you have, it's going to always make you a target. It's going to always make you hated. All right? Think about this right here, y'all. The person who was, always liked at school, right? The person who was always respected at school. The person who always got all the girls at school, right? The person who always got the most attention is also the person who received the most hate, right? Why? Because of their relationship amongst everyone else, right? They're very well respected. They are very well appreciated. People like them, even in the year, but they probably get most popular, most humorous, right? Speaking of most humorous, that's something that I got to in 8th grade. I ain't gonna, point no fingers or nothing like that, y'all. But yeah, your boy had most humorous, right? But maybe they had most popular, best dressed. These individuals are gonna get a lot of jealousy because of the relationship that they have. Even the teachers like them, right? Even the teachers, the students, everybody in the school like these particular people. They are jealous of the relationship that they have with everyone else. Reno, what are you saying right now? This is very equivalent to the relationship that you have with the Most High. You have a divine relationship. It's almost like you know when things are about to happen before they happen. It's almost like you get the inside scoop, right? It's almost like you get to dream it, you get to see it, you have visions, which means you envision it before it happens. And they're always stuck looking like, what? How did this happen? How do they know? And they're sitting here stuck on stupid, y'all, trying to figure out, how did you get this information? How is it? And they come to realization that it is your relationship with the Most High. So they are jealous of it, right? See, you got to understand something, y'all. God does favor his chosen ones. He does. It's not to say that you are his favorite, but he does favors you because he loves us all equally. But those who are obedient are favored. Those who have integrity are favored. Those who move in a righteous way are favored. It makes sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Like, even when it comes to our parents, when we was coming up, who get to have the key to the house when the parents wasn't gone or when the parents wasn't home? The most responsible. That's favor. Who get more privileges? The one who's the most obedient. It's the same thing, y'all, with the Most High. You have a divine relationship with him. Things that should have taken you out allowed you to get stronger. People who aim to break you allowed you to build. And people who tried to hurt you only harmed themselves. That is only possible with your divine relationship with the Most High. Make sense of what I'm saying? Somebody drop in the comments and say, me and God has a divine relationship. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, me and God has a divine relationship. All right? Number 2, y'all. It's going to be this right here, family. You are chosen. All right? You are chosen. Once again, family, all my true chosen ones, drop in the comments and say chosen. You are truly chosen. This means that you are chosen for greatness. You are chosen to perform great acts. You have been chosen to be the first multimillionaire in your family. You have been chosen to break generational curses. And I know generational curses, that whole saying is kind of taboo, right? Everybody is getting on camera saying, I'm going to break generational curses. I get it. However, y'all, generational curses is much more than just becoming the first multi-millionaire in your family. Generational curses is changing a way you think, changing your mindset, changing the way you handle emotional situations, changing physical things about yourself, right? For instance, if you come from a family who just sat around and allowed themselves to become obese, maybe you're the one who says, no, I'm going to take my health a lot more serious. Maybe you're the one who's going to say, no, I'm going to do what I have to do for myself so I don't become the nutty professor. I'm just being honest, right? So when you are chosen for greatness. You are chosen to go higher. And this is why a lot of people can't stand you, because they know you're chosen. How do they know that they're not chosen? It's because they've never been selected. They've never been selected for a purpose. They've never been selected for a mission. You know, it's almost like that person who want to get picked on the football team and everybody pick past him. They pick past him and pick past him. But then you got that one person who everybody knows. Maybe he was the fastest. You know, coming up, y'all, I was real fast. So a lot of people will want to choose me. I never been the last person to get picked for football. I'm going to be honest. Now, I was the last person to get picked for basketball. That's a whole nother story. I ain't the best basketball player. But when it came to football, oh yeah, y'all, everybody wanted me on their team. I was chosen. See, when you are chosen, God is going to make that clear. Maybe you got married first. Maybe you find yourself having opportunity after opportunity. Maybe he trusts you with the responsibility. Maybe he trusts you with certain things that other people are not being chosen to be trusted with. Everybody can't be class president. Everybody can't be James Brown. What I'm saying is, y'all, everybody is not fit and equipped for what it takes to be in that leadership position. And that takes a true chosen one. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Third thing, y'all, it's going to be this right here. You are attractive. I'm going to just say it straight up and down. You are attractive. See, when it comes to being attractive, people think that it's only looks. Of course, y'all will touch the low-hanging fruit, which means that, yeah, I get it. The way you look, maybe you are a handsome man, right? Maybe you are a beautiful woman. Maybe you have a certain figure, right? Those things makes you attractive, no doubt. You know, I know this is notorious for women, but when it comes to other women who are pretty or beautiful, I know that their arch enemies are women. You would think that it's a man, or you would think that, you know, it's the opposite gender. No. Other women cannot stand pretty women. Some women can, but most of them hate and they are jealous of one another. You know, what are you saying? Your looks can be the very reason why that girl in your job can't stop looking at you. And I ain't talking about in a good way. I'm talking about with a stank look. Like she just smelled the garbage disposal. Like she just picked up some dog poop. I'm just being honest, y'all. You got to understand something. Your attraction is a reflection of how God created you. He says that, oh, how you have fallen, one of the most beautiful angels whom I created, right? Somewhere along the lines. He was talking about Lucifer at the time. Now we all know him as Satan the devil. But he was just so upset with how he turned out. He was an attractive angel. And so if God knew that he was attractive, don't you think the other angels knew too? Don't you think that the other angels had that understanding as well? Yeah. So going right back to it, y'all, your looks is number one. One of the main things that does make you attractive. Now let's just talk about some other things, right, that make you attractive. Like when you are a person who cares for other people, that makes you beautiful. That makes you attractive. When you are another person who has a good heart, that makes you attractive. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? See, someone is going to be jealous of that because they know how other people look at that. People cherish good people, whether they show it out and about, out in public, or whether they only show it in private. It doesn't mean that they don't cherish it, because they do, right? That makes you more attractive. Being intelligent, smart, which is going to be one of my other points, but it makes you attractive, right? Like, what a lot of women don't understand is a lot of men love beautiful women, but we love intelligent women more. I'm going to say that once again, y'all. A lot of men love beautiful women, but we love intelligent women more. Now I know what's gonna happen. Reno, no, they don't. They love the ones with BBLs. We're talking about little boys. I'm talking about grown men. Grown men love beautiful women, but also more intelligent. Because guess what? The looks are gonna fade in 15 years, but her mind is what's gonna raise your kids. So if you don't have that mentality, you're automatically ruled out in terms of something more serious, if that makes sense. So your smarts can make you can make you attractive. The way you talk to people, your personality makes you attractive. Now this is notorious for women. You know, with guys, we like what we see, right? But a woman, she's not always into a man's look. Now, I'm sure she don't want no, y'all know what I'm about to say, oogly boogly, but I get that. But for the most part, if you have a good personality, you got a great sense of humor, you can make her laugh, and you just a good person overall, she's going to pretty much go off of that. What I'm saying is that she's not so riled up and flared up about a man's looks. If he got a good personality, a good heart, of course, if he can provide as a man should be able to, she gonna be cool with that. I'm not saying she's gonna settle, but his looks does not define him, okay? So with that being said, a personality can make a person attractive as well. A personality, right? There's so many different things, y'all, that makes you attractive, but these things are things that make other people jealous of you in plain sight. All right. Number 4, y'all, your intelligence. I know we just got through talking about it, but your intelligence is what make a person jealous of you, right? Your intelligence is what can make a person jealous of you. So you got to understand something, y'all. Some people literally just want to be the one who can tell you what you can do, what you can't do. Some people want to be the one that you follow, right? Some people get a gag out of being able to tell you how you should do it, how you can do it, how you shouldn't do it, right? However, when you are intelligent, you pretty much already know. You pretty much already have an understanding. When you are intelligent, you are moving with purpose. You are moving on an assignment. When you are intelligent, you're very well read, you're well spoken, and you know exactly what you want out of life. Most people who are not intelligent, they are followers. You know why? It's not because that they are not smart. It's because they don't trust their smarts. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I trust me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I trust me. The issue is, y'all, it's not that we're dealing with people who are not intelligent. We're dealing with people who don't trust their intelligence. Let me say that once again, y'all. We're not dealing with people who are not intelligent. We're dealing with people who don't trust their intelligence. Make sense, y'all? You get the difference? We're dealing with people who don't trust their intelligence, okay? However, y'all, when you trust your intelligence, that's going to make a lot of people jealous of you. Number 5, y'all, the last thing is going to be this right here. You are destined for more, all right? You are destined for more. Drop that down below in the comments. Destined for more, right? Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say destined for more. When I used to work at these in and out jobs, Forever 21, Goodwill, I used to work at these warehouses. Like, I used to work at some in and out jobs, y'all, literally dead end jobs. However, I knew that that wasn't going to be my final destination. Like, I knew that. I knew that I wasn't going to be there for the rest of my life. I knew that, right? However, y'all, sometimes it would get so discouraging. But you know who it was more discouraging to? The people who were around me. And it wasn't until I had a friend of mine at the time to say, look, man, I understand you don't want to be there. I understand you get, so discouraged, and I understand you just lose it when you got to work for someone. I get it. I understand. However, bro, that's not your last stop. Some of the people that you're working around, that's their last stop. And it always stuck with me. Like, you're right. It's not my last stop. Someday I'll be working for myself, or someday I'll be in a better situation, right? And people know that. So with that being said, it's going to cause them to be jealous in plain sight, because they don't know the next time they're going to see you. They don't know when they're going to have this opportunity again. So they seize the opportunity. It's almost like seeing a celebrity. You know, y'all, I see all these women at the Usher concert, or even when it comes to Chris Brown meet and greet, and they just lose their ish. They just lose it, right? Married women eating cherries, married women taking pictures bent over in front of Chris Brown. It's crazy out here, y'all. They ain't loyal, for, like he said. They are not loyal. But the point of what I'm saying is, they act like this because they know that I'm never going to see this man again. I'm never going to see this person again. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to act the fool. I'm going to make a statement. But what they forget to realize is you are selling yourself short. And a lot of people does this, right? A lot of people are willing to throw away their integrity, their morals, because of a one-time opportunity. Because of a one-time opportunity. Reno, what are you saying right now? When you are destined for more, you don't act like that. When you are destined for more, you don't move like that. Because you understand that you have more. You understand that this is not your last time eating, right? One of the things that the elders in my family would say is, this is not your last time eating. When I was a kid, I used to try to stuff myself and eat so much. I eat so much. But what I realized is it wasn't wise. It's not your last time eating. You will have more. So when you're destined for more, it's not going to be your last time having a good job. It's not going to be your last time having, something in your life. It's not going to be the last time of you experiencing real love. I'm not talking about the fake love. I'm talking about real love. Your husband, your wife. It's not going to be your last time. You are destined for more. But people who are jealous around you want to make you feel like you're not going to have more. You got more, right? But with that being said, y'all, that's going to be today's topic, today's video. Someone is pretty jealous in plain sight. Crazy reasons why, y'all. Just to go over it once again. Number one, family, your divine relationship with the Most High. Number two, you are chosen. Number three, you are attractive. Number four, your intelligence. And number five, y'all, you are destined for more. Y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all check out any one of these Yes Sir t-shirts, okay? Book a one-on-one session with me. Get a Yes Sir hoodie, all right? Now, I know the hoodie season is long gone now, right? But if you still want to get it when you're cold in your house, you can still get the Yes Sir hoodie. Or y'all can enroll into my social influence course, okay? But I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.